A guten Erev Shabbos, my dear friend, Parshas Tazria. Today here in Brooklyn, we light candles at 7:15. Make sure to light the candles. Men, make sure to put in tefillin and pray for our brothers and sisters in Eretz Israel. Pray for the hostages to return home safely and pray for Mashiach to come. So the name of the portion is Tazria, which is a beautiful name. Tazria means conceiving. Isha ki Tazria v'yelda zachar, a woman that conceives and gives birth, talking about the laws of the bris. But then right after, the Torah turns to something else, about the laws of a metzorah, the impurity of a person who has the condition of called metzorah, which is like leprosy, but this was a spiritual condition, meaning when a person would talk lashon hara, or speak bad, he would get this condition miraculously. So why name the whole portion with such a positive, beautiful name if the majority of the portion talks about the impurity of the metzorah? You see, there's an interesting law regarding the metzorah. The Torah says, what happened to the metzorah? You have to send them out to be secluded. Who is the one that determines that the person is impure? He's a metzorah and he needs to be secluded. The Torah says it has to be done by a Cohen, not a rabbi. If a rabbi knows all of the laws of the condition, the shapes, the shades of the spot, and he knows the laws, he cannot determine to tell the person that he's impure. Only a Cohen can do that. Why is that? Our sages tell us because a Cohen is Isha Chesed. A Cohen is a man of kindness. When you see someone in a certain situation to determine that he is impure, it can only be done by a Cohen, person who is full with kindness, and he knows that he sends him out to seclusion. It's not because he's angry with him. It's not because he has something against him. It comes out of love, out of the desire to make sure that this person becomes better. You see, this is interesting also in the names the Torah says about the different shapes of this skin condition. It's called se'es, sapachat, and baheret. Se'es, there are different shades of white. But the word se'ed, says the Rabbi Melech of Lizensk, se'es comes also from the word to be arrogant, to be elevated. Sapachas comes from the word leistapeach, to join, like joining the bad crowd. Baheres means clear, that a person is clear and clean in his own eyes. When a person feels he is like se'es, has his arrogance, is joining the wrong crowd, or he thinks that he's clear, he's beautiful in his own eyes. Vehuva l'kohen, we got to bring him to the Cohen. The Cohen will teach him, will guide him in the right way. Ultimately, all of the attributes, all of the traits that we have can be used in a positive way. Even the types of arrogance can also be used in a positive way. This is a story about the Apterov, the Oyev Israel, a big tzaddik. He once got a letter from a great giant, Rabbi Akiva Eger, and in the letter, the Rabbi Akiva Eger praised him, and he called him Rashke Bahag, the Rosh Kol Bnei Agoyla, the head of the entire Jewish people. And he came, the Apterov came with this letter into his Beis Medrash, into his synagogue. And he showed it to his people, and he said, look, Rabbi Akiva Eger himself calls me the head of the whole entire Jewish people. And they looked at him and said, why? This is not like you. You're not the one who go and boast with things. And he says, listen, now I have this letter that Rabbi Akiva Eger called me the head of the Jewish people. Now, if the Yetzer Hara comes to me and tries to convince me to do something wrong, I'm going to show him the letter. I'm going to tell him, listen, this is who I am. Who do you think I am? Are you talking to me? I should do something wrong. I'm the Rosh Kol B'nai Yagel. I'm the head of the Jewish people. I cannot do this. This is, in a way, every Jew also has to use the pride in the positive way. In a positive way to show that we are Yidden. We are proud to be Jewish. And you're turning the negative into a positive. And this is why the whole portion is called Tazria, because it's all about rebirth and new birth. When you're taking the negative, the darkness, and you're turning it into positive, who does that? The Cohen, the Isha Chesed. When you look out of love at the fellow Jew and you bring him close, that even the worst impurity can turn into new birth, to new light, to a new life. Wishing you all a wonderful Shabbos.